Happy Friday to y'all, man. Look, my bad, man. I'm a little late. Well, a lot of late to the night live, man. But the night live must go on fully. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, man, hopefully y'all had a smooth Thursday, man. I hope y'all had a smooth, copacetic, dapper, Danny Thursday, man. You feel me? It's almost J4th, man. I don't know if y'all out there gonna pop fireworks or get litty, but y'all be careful with them fireworks, man. Yo, that guy, Fuller! Shout out to that guy being number uno, man. Fuller! Shout out to Stephanie Nicole. What's up, Miss Nicole? How y'all doing tonight, man? It's almost July 4th. Y'all doing anything for the 4th? Barbecue, fireworks, what y'all got shaking, man? I apologize for being a little late on the night live, man. I ended up going to like some event, but the event was kind of a dub for real, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting caught short, you know what I mean? And now I'm back here. Sometimes I don't know why I book certain events, bro, that I really don't be wanting to go to. It's like it's an ill tendency I'm trying to shake, man. I'm gonna keep it a being with y'all, you feel me? But sometimes I just make myself go there, you feel me? Which is crazy. But now though, man, how was y'all Thursday? No plans for the 4th. How about you? Oh man, I think I'm gonna be working. I think I work on the 4th. When is the 4th? It would be a Saturday. I'm gonna be working. So when I get off, I'm gonna be at work hearing all the fireworks. It's low key. They got a schedule working every holiday. He said, and that guy said, you getting turned? Okay. You going to a party, a barbecue? What you doing? Yeah, man. You popping some fireworks? A little fireworks show for the neighborhood. You know what I mean? When my siblings were younger, we always pop fireworks on the 4th, man. I'd take them to like some big old park, pop some fireworks with them, let them pop fireworks. But now I just be working for real every holiday. Motocross race party. Yo, that sounds fire, bro. When I was younger, I used to play a lot of motocross games on the PlayStation 2. Extreme sports. BMX racing, motocross, snowboarding. Yo, BDA, square business, man. Fully. Cuz I'm trying to save America, man. Once you put on the ski mask, you turn into a superhero. America needs a superhero, buddy. I'm here for the job. Yo, Ninja, he said, y'all ever noticed that there's been a lot of spam calls? Man, I ain't gonna lie, they've been calling me from a 00000 number. They even got the audacity to leave me a voice message. So I might have to agree with you on that. Fully Ninja. That's a good point. Yo, Young Zed, what's up, my boy? Save America said, you're not a superhero. We got Trump already, okay? But listen, there's always multiple superheroes in life, man. Have you not seen the movies? There's never one superhero. There's multiple superheroes, man. Stephanie said, I've been getting at least 10 stuff. Yeah, I've been getting them a lot from a 0000000 number, bro. And they leave me voicemails. Why? Like, I'll be honest with y'all. Yo, boy, Ivan Jovanovich. That's not Jankovic. That's not Ivan Ivanovich. That's Jankovic. Ivan Jankovic, what's up, man? Now, young said, God is your Iron Man, not me, brother. You feel me? I could influence you. Voicemails too, yeah, Steph. Voicemails. I put this on everything. It's from a 00 number. Like if I play the game and I go to like my call logs, you're gonna see a 00 number. So hold on, I gotta read what my boy said right here. Hey yo, Jamar. He said, yo, do you have any financial life advice in general? I'm young and just going through a bit. Looking for to be a sponge for life info to do better, to be a better dad for my daughter. Well, that's great, man. Do you work a job right now, brother? Let's start there, man. Jamar, you work a job, man. I'm gonna give you a quick consultation, gang. Free ski. You know what I mean? I do offer behind the scenes consultation as far as social media, but I give you a quick life. You say, yeah, just not making a lot. Okay, cool. Now, what you need to do is you need to put away some investment funds, bro. Now, these investment funds, I tell everybody the same thing is it could go towards merch, it could go towards cars, it could go towards something else that's going to establish residual income. You always hear people say residual income. It's like income on the side, extra income. Now, personally, merch is a good start. You could start a clothing brand. You could start selling shirts. You could sell whatever you think you can sell in the area you're in that's legal. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, having a daughter or having a kid, you're trying to establish something that's gonna take care of them in the long run. You know what I mean? So now is what you start putting stuff into play, man. Or you could start selling cars. You could start with a budget of $1,000, and if you want me to go further behind the scenes, I do behind the scenes consultation of other ways of getting income. You know what I mean? But that's the best advice, bro. You feel me? Take some of the money you make and put some aside and invest in some merchandise or some type of business. You feel me? Because you could be working at your job and you could get fired. Not to say I want that to happen to you, but we've all been fired, bro. You know what I mean? My boy said, no offense, but why black people like to wear the bakavla? Man, I don't know, man. I think white people do too, especially when they go skiing and snowboarding and swimming. Yeah, buddy. Hey, yo, Anthony Lendetto, he said, don't let yourself down. Nah, that's a fact. Big yourself up, man. He said, you don't hurt your kids, right? Of course not. I don't have kids, but I would never hurt my kids, bro. I got siblings. So technically, I help raise them. You know, I never try to hurt them. He said, Cooper OQT P3, he said, big homie, blabbering a speech for someone who isn't titled, who ain't titled. What you mean he's not titled? What does that mean? He said it depends on the business. I mean, it could be any business that you think you're going to be successful in. You could take $2,000, get you a work truck, start a lawn care business, snow shoveling business, LLC. It's whatever you think you're going to be good at, bro. Yeah, man. You might could be a yo-yo seller, gang. You could be the top yo-yo seller. You could be the top tire guy. You could be whatever you think going to work where you at, because I don't know where you at. So if I was to say do this specifically, it's like, nah. Yeah, man. Cooper said you're full of emotions. Nah, I'm full of solidness, integrity, masculinity, leadership, confidence, intelligence. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about. I do have emotions also, bro. Everyone does. I mean, everyone's filled with emotions, gang. So part of being human, unless Cooper, you're just a robot. Hey, yo, Jamar, he said, bro, I never been in this stream before. Just looking for tips. People just saying anything just to, hey, don't worry about the trolls, man. Let me handle the trolls, broski. You just take simple advice of what I give you, man. You want to establish something in the long run for your kid, bro, and to take care of your family if you do have a family. Yo, Anthony said, not me, but maybe him. You show flat screen TV on your eyes, you saggy boy. Nah, he said you swaggy boy. Okay. Appreciate that, man. I ain't know you call that a flat screen TV though. Yeah. He said, bro, you talk too much saying the same thing over and over. You love sound of your own voice or something. Nah, bro, I'm not trying to say the same thing over and over. I apologize, Cooper. QBTR. That was unintentional, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Jamar said facts. Helps a lot. Appreciate the help. I just turned 19 trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, listen. Also, bro, take a huge advantage of social media, gang. Social media is the cheat code, bro. And no job is paying more than social media, bro. The reason I say that, I made $270 in 5 minutes on TikTok. So when I tell y'all this, bro, it's not to gas y'all, bro. All the people that y'all see with like mansions, mad cars, they got that from social media because in order for them to get these items, they would have to be doctors, lawyers, and they would have to literally put in about 4 to 5 years of work post-graduate, gang. This is facts. This is like an intelligent fact. If you're not in that category of pay grade, you're not getting these cars unless you're trapping. But then you could get booked. So a lot of the young people y'all see with a lot of items found, they got it off social media, bro. TikTok, Facebook. They figured out how to build a community, get monetized, sell merch, make content, and multiply income. You feel what I'm saying? Because, bro, they could never get this working a 9 to 5 regularly. They gotta be doctors, lawyers, dentists, and they gotta work for 4 to 5 years after postgraduate or doctoral or whatever. This what y'all need to soak up. So you gotta utilize social media, man. Said, bro, it's just trolling. But W, I guess, yeah. I don't worry about the trolls. See, tomorrow when you focus on the trolls, you're gonna lose focus on what matters right now, man. What I'm telling you right now is more important than any troll in your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I go live nightly, bro. Nightly. On my days off, I try to crank two lives, day lives and night lives. But if you got a daughter, go hard, my boy. You know, and being a good dad is basically being able to provide. My dad's a good dad, bro. Listen, since I don't remember, my dad had 2 jobs. Since I can remember in elementary school till now, bro, my pops had 2 jobs. You know, at some point, my pop got a real professional job. At some point, he even did DoorDash. You feel me? Because I got siblings he got to take care of. He got a wife. He got a house. He got a mortgage. So that's just to show you that the avenues that some fathers would go to is people that got 3 jobs. You know, it's Mexican dads with 4 jobs. You know, so you could go that route or utilize technology too, bro. Technology is your friend. This is the best thing we're gonna have until it's not here. And it's not the best thing in the sense of life. Then your bed is falling. But it's the best things in sense of connection, a fast way to gain income, monetization, build a support community, all that. You said my dad wasn't really there for me, man, like that. So I'm learning a little slower. You good, bro. That's why you got people that's not gonna gatekeep, brother. At the end of the day, you got a chance to be a better dad. You get a chance to be there. That's all that matters, you know. So it's a different story. You feel me? It ain't the story with your pops, man. That's why God gave you the opportunity to be better. You know what I mean? That way your daughter can be like, man, I had a good dad because women, girls, they need their dad early to build that connection, trust, to help understand men. Because you're gonna be the model of what she sees as far as like picking guys. Unless she just grow up and just sexy ready, which I'm not wishing. You know, there's a possibility, gang. But 9 times out of 10, if you there, slim. You know what I mean? Yo, Stephanie, man, she said much respect. Yeah, much respect to any dad that's grounded, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, if you can't provide for your family, who's gonna provide for them? It's another man, and you don't want another man providing for your family, gang. It's gonna throw off your family dynamic. Like it's an order of operation in the family. And I know order of operation when it comes to math, but order of operation is in the family is the structure. It's like the mom, dad, eldest kid, middle kid, youngest kid. That's the order of operation. So you like the head. You feel what I'm saying? So the pressure's always on, my guy. Once you got a jit, the pressure's always on because your jit gotta eat. Your jit needs this, that. You know, you your jit needs stuff, bro. It's coming. So you asking good questions, bro. Like just lock in. And E19, bro, you don't need to have a lot of friends if you with that, bro. I don't know if you got a lot of friends, and as a 19-year-old, this might be hard to hear, but you need to be dolly. You need to be dolo because your friends, if they not dads, you don't really need to be around them. Like they don't have much to risk, so they're not gonna have the mentality unless they really rock with you to be thinking like, oh, gang, like, nah, don't get into this, don't get into that. Like they not dads, they not gonna understand. Say, yeah, I got no friends. I don't want friends. Where I'm from, they worry about doing drugs, drinking, and stuff. Exactly. So that's perfect. Now, what I really want you to do is find what you like to do and figure out how you're gonna do it on social media, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Whether you like to break dance, Stephanie said, having a strong male figure in your life gives children a certain different perspective. That's facts. Fully! Step with the facts, the gems. Nah, the moms are strong too, for sure. You need both. He said, bro, just put the fries in the bag. Eddie, man, we finna eat cold fries, man. Soggy joints. But nah, Jamar, you don't have friends? Cool. I like that. Yeah, I mean, I had too many friends. That was my issue. But listen, find what you like to do and figure out how you're gonna do it on social media. If you like to make music and put it on social media. If you like to dance and put it on social media. If you like to mow the line and put it on social media. If you like to box and put it on social media. If you like to go to the gym, go to the gym and put it on. You know what I mean? I can go on and on and on. But he said I might go to a rich area of town and clean the garbage cans. Like, all right. So put that on social media. There was a guy called the Dumpster King. I used to like watching him. And go to like the back of big clearance stores, Macy's, probably Barnes and Noble, whatever they throwing away. They throw away old stock inventory. They collect them and just record it with the GoPro. Called the Dumpster King. You know what I mean? On Facebook. Yeah, man, views, he's making money. People would show them, commented, but all they did was put them in the algorithm on Facebook, man. And 40K, 100K, millions. So get to it. First, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you cleaning cans? Oh, I don't know who's cleaning cans." 310 the city, fully. I got my top hater in the chat. Build the Mets, build a Smet, build the net. Yeah, Marcos Gutierrez. I don't know what you talking about, my boy. You said, speaking of, I'm starting to get into boxing. So boom. If you getting into boxing, man, you owe me like 2,000 already for this consultation, gang. Listen. You getting into boxing, we need to get you behind the scenes action, bro. If you go into the gym sparring, you know what I mean, working on your hook, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, we need that. You know what I mean? If you in there hitting the bag work, pad work, ring work, whatever work. Running, if you running like Rocky, you know what I mean? Arnold, Rocky, Marciano, you know what I mean? We need that. You feel me? So at the end of the day, document everything boxing. You feel me? That's gonna get you a quick following because people like fighters, bro. Who don't like the up and coming fighter? I don't know nobody that don't like no up and coming fighter. Y'all like up and coming fighters, right? They say you gotta be from like New York or something. Yeah, facts. I'm really from West Africa, but NY is the first place I touched down. He said he like T.I. Probably not like T.I., man. Now, Builder Man has been my top hater for a minute. Builder Man's come in and hates the most. You know what I'm saying? Builder Smet. Yo, Humpty D, he said the eggs. Yeah, my boy, man, go to sleep, man. You need some X-Lax, bro. X-Lax. We'll get you some Pepto-Bismol or some X-Lax, bro. Flush your belly out, man. You got all them worms in there. You got worms in your belly. Your worm belly having that. What? He said, I'm down with this player. Detroit me. Now, you not from Detroit. You from Flint, bro. You straight out the water in Flint. You're not from Detroit. You straight out the dirty water that the crisis is out there. That's the water you're from. Yeah, you from Flint, Michigan. You heard me fully? Tania, amiga, ¿cómo está? ¿Tú es bien? Fully. He said the Flint water is undrinkable. Yeah, that's where that boy Builderman is from. He was birthed in there. His creation was in the water. And Builder's Met came. All his mom did was lay in the water. He said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna conceive something. It's gonna be called Builder's Met." And your boy came. You heard? Yeah. Now that's worse than EBT water, Builder's Met. You was in worse than swamp water, gang. I don't know what type of water you was in. You was in murky waters. That boy was in the real murky waters. You feel me? That's where he was birthed, man. That's why I named Builder Smith. What kind of name is that, gang? Like, boy, he came out and said, "Hey, the world." The water had ran to his blood. Yeah, lagoon water hit down on everything. Lagoon boy. Nah, he checked out the lagoon, bro. Not the ones that be having the bubbles bubbling up on top. That just look green, brown, black. You heard? Nah, Builders Man, that's where you from, man. We got to put you back. We got to send your ass back to the lagoon when you go. Put you on the ship early. We gonna give you a nice farewell, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put his ass on the dock. Pick up on dock 6, you heard? Lagoon boy. Nah, man. Nah. He said, host ain't lying. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I am Lagoon this. Brother man's proud to be from the Lagoon, man. Come on, Builders, man. You trying to throw the joke, bro. He said, homie got burnt. Nah, we did clowning him, man. We clowning him, man. It's all love, bro. Like, if you can take a joke, you's a soldier, man. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, Detroit is rough though. Facts. That's why you gotta get to like another part of Michigan though, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it's rough out there, get to a smoother part of Michigan. Michigan got a lot of land, bro. You'd be surprised. You could get you a nice duck off little crib, bro. Out the way. Yeah, not too far from the cities. You know what I mean? Start looking to that. Michigan got a lot of land. I've been through Michigan. I drove through Michigan. I see cribs that wouldn't be so close to the next crib. It's like a decent amount of space, at least in a sense, like 10 feet. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. He said, wow, didn't see you at first. Dang, you trying to say I'm that black, bro? What? He said the rapper from there, Real the Young OG, a lot of the Skillet Baby, a lot of Detroit rappers from the D area. Yeah, man, but Michigan got a lot of land though, man. Just to let you know, gang. You need to start looking. My ideal place is to be in a spot with some land, bro. Like I don't like close quarters, bro. It's not that I'm claustrophobic, but I feel like as people, bro, we not supposed to live mad close to each other, man. You feel me? Fully, we supposed to be like have an adequate amount of space from your neighbors. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like a lot of people, you know, he said they both of my out here in LA. Dang, I didn't even know you. LA is dangerous though. You know what's crazy? Shout out to 310 the city, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you a funny story, right? I used to work at the airport for DGS, Delta Global Services. So they had like employee benefits as far as flights. It was like S4. Richard Wilkins Fully. They said pressure always on. Citizen subliminal. Keep getting pressed. You next, you see visuals. I stay swiveled, but the jaw keep rocking like Don Campbell with the chopper and popping and locking. Okay, Fully, fully, Rich man, yo, dog. That was like some I can't even do it like regular, bro. That was crazy, fool. Yo, son. I don't know how much more bars you got, but if you got bars like that for Freestyle Friday, dog, it's over with for guys. You coming crazy. But yeah, 310 the city, man. I'm working at the airport, right? So boom. Now keep in mind, that's when I was heavily doing music, bro. And I was like, yo, man, it was like, it was gonna be my second time in Cali. The first time I went to Cali was with my ex. She paid for the trip I went with her and her family. So it's my second time in Cali. I'm trying to get all the guys go with me, you heard? They like, yeah, da, but then they shifty, like they ain't trying to go, but I'm set. So boom, as I'm finna go, this Russian shorty hit me up. This Russian shorty was a model, bro. She was popping in Russia. She like, oh, I like this song you did. I had did my first reggaeton song ever. She's like, I really like this song. Can we do a music video? I'm like, or like a feature. So I'm like, all right, bet. No, she like, can you write me a song? I'm like, all right, bet. I'm finna go to Cali in this time. She like, I'm going to Cali that time. I'm like, all right, bet. We can link up out there. So, gang, I put this on my soul, bro. I did not want to go to Cali Dolly, but I ended up going Dolly. I almost missed my flight. Get on the flight, bro. I had the best time out there. But Cali dangerous, but I'm all through the hood because you gotta think, gang. I don't know specific hoods like that. And I peeped that when I was, bro, the first night, 2 nights, I ain't getting no hotel. But the first night I touched down, I'm like, I gotta get some weed. Boom, I go to like this club somewhere downtown LA, like not too far from the Staples Center. It's like 2-3 blocks away. And it's like a Hispanic club, but it's like in a black neighborhood kind of. So I hop out, boom, park, you heard? Then they had like a little, it's like a Cali bodega, but it looked like a retail store, but it was fire. It was like inside. So I go in there and I get some wood. So I come out, I see this old head. I'm like, yo, gang, what's up with the tree, bro? I need some tree. He like, man, young blood, I got some fire for you, man, but I can't sell you all of it. I'm like, man, show me most of that junk there. So he got some kill though. I go, wow, it's an old head. He showed me that done, so I get chopped, bro. Boom. I go to the club. I'm trying to talk to some Mexican shorty just wild. Like, yeah, I need. He said, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It's like the bodega is like on the left side. The club literally across the street, bro. It's like a Hispanic club or some shit. So the old man showed me the tree. Boom. So I go across the club. I'm rolling up smoking, trying to chop to the Hispanic shorty. So I'm like, all right, that shit a dub. But keep in mind, bro, I just got off the plane. No rest. But I had to go pick up the car, like, because I had did toll road. So I went to pick up the car like 10, 11 p.m. So boom, after I leave there, I'm feeling fire. So I go to like this parking ramp. I get some food. I'm eating. And I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I need to work right now. I'm in Cali. So I'm like, yo, let me get on Instagram. So I get on Instagram, bro. This one thing I like about Cali. This is a fact. Everybody in Cali is hustling, bro. They ready to work. They literally ready to work. If you meet somebody that's not ready to work, it's kind of like they BSing you, fam. They Hollywood. Cause I got on Instagram, bro. I put this on my life. You know what I mean? At 2, 3 in the morning, I'm on like this parking ramp for like a strip mall. I don't know where I'm at, but it's like a popping nice strip mall. I'm eating, and I'm like, yo, I go on Instagram and I see like this dude, and he from Detroit. Boom, he out there with Babyface, Smooth, and like a bunch of guys, bro. You feel me? I don't think Babyface ready, so I like, yo, bro, let's shoot. So he shot this video called 2324 that's on my freaking YouTube, and then this white boy edited it. That's like a beat maker for like a lot of Detroit guys. But gang, keep in mind I'm riding around all day looking at spots, and I found this fire graffiti in the hood. It was like a garage, bro. It was like a fire mural, and I was gonna park like the Jeep, hitting the lights on there and spitting. But I just ain't remember when, so I picked Buddy up. We go to the gas station, get some wood. We smoking. He like, let's get B-roll at the gas station. So I get B-roll at the gas station. I'm on top of the whip, da da da. And he like, you got spots you want to take me? So I'm like, all right, bet. So I take bro through the hood, bro. But you know he live out here, so we ride around. He like, hey homie, where you from? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm from Africa, bro. But I really used to live in the East Coast. He like, yeah, you know, we really in the hood like that right now, bro. I don't even got a pipe on me. I'm like, for real, I'm trying to find this graffiti, gang. He like, man, fuck the graffiti, bro. On my life. Cause we ran around like 2 in the morning, 3:10 like, but I'm like, yo, bro, we good. We had Lamborghinis, you heard? No, everything. I had a ball, dude. Like, bro, we went to like small Chinatown. It looked like Chinatown. And he shot some fire stilts there. But then he tried to get me to come to the crib to record with the Detroit artists. But I'm like, nah. He tried to set me up. But I never told him I wasn't from out there. So I'm like, yeah, man, my people stay out here, bro. You know, they stay out there. You know, I tell them a certain hood, like, you feel me? Like, yeah, they stay out there because, bro, I'm an out of towner. I know how to move. You feel me? Because I don't went and cop tree from out of town before, and then it was like a play. People were trying to put a play on me and my homie. It was like dudes acting like they were copping, but they ain't copping. They just going to every spot we going to. So it's like, oh, okay. And they kept saying like, y'all the OTs, y'all the OTs. So I'm like, man, what's the OTs? But that's how they talk out west. He like, you're out of towners. So I'm like, yeah. But then we peep, we like, oh yeah, we ain't even on that time, you know, like now we got people's here for real, like we just come here back in that, you know, we got people in this hood, you know, to throw them off. 'Cause that's what I do all the time. Cause then that person won't think you're so green. They're like, oh nah, you know what I mean? Like they not out here dolly, but I was out there dolly for like 2 weeks. I went everywhere, bro. Everywhere, bro. Like bro, I had this dude come from the desert. He drove an hour, man. My boy Rari, man. He's like verified on Instagram and everything, man. He was shooting mad artists and stuff. He drove an hour to meet me. I picked him up, brought him back to Venice Beach to meet the model. But then the model was snapping on me like, you're late to the shoot. But you know, I'm feeling like a star in Cali. So I'm like, yo, you tripping right now? Shorty, you not that serious. You know, she like storm off. You don't even shake my hand. Then the manager shake my hand. So I'm like, man, she bugging. So they rushing me to the studio, bro. They literally speeding. So I'm like, man, we ain't speeding, gang. You know what I mean? So the cameraman, he cool, he African too. He like, y'all know I ain't tripping, bro. Like, I'm like, yeah, she want me to really write this song. But this is like being in a different state, bro, it's gonna elevate your creativity, bro, because I had never created a song that fast ever, bro. I put this on my life, and I made the mistake because I could have sold it for $2,000, bro. I put this on my life, so they speeding, bro. Shorty like texting me, are you behind us? Like blowing my phone up. So I just get annoyed because I'm like, man, I ain't even finna let her kill my vibe. You heard? So we sliding through traffic, and it was a studio in Hollywood Hills, 310 the city. It was some studio in Hollywood Hills and like a store, but it was upstairs. It was kind of fire. It looked like a crib. But when you walked in, it was like an open space, and you walk upstairs and it's mad rooms. And we was in there with this cool dude. So before we get in the booth, gang, I put this on my soul. So we me and the cameraman, he like my bro. So I'm like, yo, gang, we gotta stop at a dispensary. So he looked one up, boom. So we pull up to the dispensary, go in there. And that's how I knew Cali was lit, because they had like 120 grams for like $60. You know what I mean? But it was some good tree. So I'm like, I bet. So I'm gonna spend like I'm gonna double that. I'm gonna get two of that. You feel me? Boom. So I got one. My cameraman got one. You heard? So he like, man, what you heavy? I'm like, yeah, gang, you not gonna be having to ask me for where you gonna have your own sack. So while we chilling in the car, rolling up, he rolling up his wood. I'm rolling up. He like, what song you about to record? And it hit me. I'm like, oh damn, I ain't even got a track, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like, let me find a beat real quick. While we in front of the dispensary, bro, I put this in my soul. So I remember finding, like, I usually back then, it was meant to be when I looked up beats, bro, because out there, yeah, 800, 900. Some killed 11, 12. For real, for real. If you plug, they might let you get it for a band. Just being honest. You know, I've been out there, so, bro, when I listened to one beat, it wasn't the beat. The second beat was the beat. Found the beat, but that was the fastest I ever made a song, bro. And I made a reggaeton song, but I had to look up the lyrics. So as I'm recording this, rehearsing the chorus, on the way to the studio, he's dead. He can merch to this shit. It was like, I ain't gonna lie, it was like some movie type shit though, man. But everything was happening so fast, bro. And when I came in, and it's the power of music, man. Keep in mind, the Russian girl was mad at me. She didn't even want to talk. She arms folded when we got to the studio because we didn't get there for like 10 more minutes. So we get in, I'm like, what's up, what's up? You know, the engineer, cool, I shake up with him, shake up with the cameraman. Shorty ain't even looking at me, bro. So I tell the camera, the engineer, I'm like, yo, this the beat. Where your email? Send it to him. Boom. You get the email. Yeah, the Russian shorty, she wasn't even looking at me, bro. She like this the whole time. The video is on my page, bro. It's called Bailamos. It's like, it's on my music page, gang. So she looking like this the whole time, you heard? So boom, we go in the recording part. When we in the recording part, bro, I tell the engineer play the beat. So I asked him, I'm like, y'all want to smoke? And she like, no. The manager was like, no. Because she said no, you know what I mean? So, all right, whatever. Russians roll together. So, bro, when I laid the chorus and told her to sing the chorus out there, and she heard it in that part of the booth, she was like dancing. She was clapping her hands. She even hit the weed, you heard? Then the manager hit the weed, you feel me? But that shit diffused everything, bro. Like, she got on FaceTime, called her people in Russia, and then because she was acting like that, I didn't really take her serious after she wanted to buy the song, but they wanted to give me 2,000, bro. That night, manager was like, man, how much? How much for the song, bro? She wants to take it back to Russia, bro. How much? This girl's like verified on Instagram and all that right now. You know what I mean? Her name is Azolda Ice. You know what I'm saying? She like a singer out there, everything in Russian. Mugil Fully. But yeah, I didn't know nothing about how dangerous Cali was, bro. I was out there just sliding, gang. Literally sliding. I remember going to the Nipsey. I went to Slauson. I was chilling on Slauson. There's a dispensary right around the corner right here. I had walked in the dispensary, walked back to the marathon truck. it was lit, bro. They said I wanted to make music, but I'll be locked up. I always make money and go to, man, you gotta stay free, gang. Nah, like, this what happened. So we come out the booth. And that's when I was feeling like a star. I'm not gonna lie, I was on some cocky shit after because she was kind of rude, bro. And that's why I was acting cocky to her after because it's like you kind of originally reached out to me. And yeah, I'm sorry we missed your photo shoot because you wanted me to be a part of the photo shoot with her. Because I had to, but I'm like, yo, I had to go pick up the cameraman. He was 2 hours away. So he drove an hour, then I drove an hour to get him, then come back in. So you wilding off of that, but it's not just all about you. It ain't like I was just, yo, blocks, playing fully. It ain't like I was just playing around all day. This was serious business. So boom, when I get in it, you don't even want to shake our hands, bro. You walk off on us. But it's like, damn, why you acting like that? So now when you see like, damn, like I know I like his song online, but seeing him do this in person is like, it's more real. Cause it was like, bro, I wasn't mad, I wasn't angry, I was lit, I was happy. Came in the booth, took less than even 10 minutes to do all that shit. All she did was I told her how to sing it, sing certain parts. She sang it, but I orchestrated everything. She got happy after that. When we get outside, it's like, your manager would really pressure me, bro. He like, how much, man? How much? How much? He look like a bodyguard for real. He's like, how much, bro? Like we want the song tonight. I'm like, nah, let me think about it, man. Like, we might could do a video, you know, I'm Hollywood act. Cause gang, I still gotta go drop the cameraman an hour away. You feel me? Then drive back to LA. I'm not from Cali. So that's really what's on my mind, bro. Like, you know, bro, 310 in city, bro, stay by like the deserts. You know, you gotta kind of go through like the desert a little bit. But it ain't really like the desert. It's like a lot of like sand and some shit. I don't know where he was, but it's like 2 hours from LA. But he met me an hour closer. The valley, yeah, he stayed in the valley. So when I'm driving, it's like you just see like sand, like it look like a sand dune. You don't see, yeah, like somewhere around there. So I had to go drop him off, and it's nighttime, bro. So you know I'm really sliding. You know, like. But yeah, Apple Valley. I think Lancaster. It's Lancaster. Yup, Lancaster. Yup, it's Lancaster. Cause I met him off the highway by like some food places. You know what I mean? I think it was like an In-N-Out burger. He's like, you was far as bro. This he drove an hour to meet me though, bro. You feel me? Like, so he was a cool cameraman and he was popping. So for a dude to drive an hour to meet me, that's fire. This after I just got done doing a photo shoot in front of the stadium. Yes, hey. When I was out there, I had a shorty that stayed in Bakerfield. So I was gonna go into Bakerfield, but I'm like, nah, bro, like I ain't I ain't even like going to Bakerfield. I looked it up, I'm like, nah, bro. Because I looked at it like, yo, bro, I don't went to Venice Beach. I seen pieces. You know what I mean? I went to like Santa Monica. You know, I even drove like I think to San Francisco. You feel me? Like Beverly Hills. I was everywhere. Yeah, I drove through Compton too. Watts. I remember that I went to like a certain part of Watts. I had to get at this gas station. I ain't gonna lie, it looked like a hot ass gas station. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, but I wasn't just pulling up on regular blocks, bro. Like, I was driving because you gotta think I don't know the area like that, bro. I'm literally I even drove to like where all the Asians live. You know, the Asians like they live up the hill, like they stay up the hill. You know what I'm talking about? I drove all the way up there because it looked like it's like the top. They said I could put you on out here, Z. Nah, that was my yeah, Laguna Beach, yeah. I think I drove there too. But I would dolly and until I was with the cameraman, I was dolly the whole time. I even went to like the Hollywood Walk of Fame and I walked down from the church all the way because it's not parking. It's not enough parking when you come from like the start of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So you gotta go all the way by like the church. It's a church on the left hand side. Then they got some apartments on the right hand side. So I parked by them apartments and I walked all the way down. That's when I think I saw Chris Brown. But the first star I seen was Bob Marley. Bob Marley is kind of towards the end. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Cali was a vibe, bro. Sophia Reels. Fully. Hey, yo, Rich, I'm sorry I missed the bars mid-story, man. I see you put some bars in there, my boy. Fully. I ain't trying to miss the bird. Man, I was around there too, though, man, but that was just for like the Staples Center and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really go to Hollywood like that, bro. I ain't think I should have been over there. Yeah, like, cause you can't just be chilling over there. You over there scoping out the mansions, boy. They looking like, what is he doing here? We got celebrities here. Yo, Blah, he said, dude, if you go to Indiana, hey, yo, bro, I stopped in Indiana. There's a gas station off the highway right before you get to like Kentucky. There's like an exit for Indiana. There's a gas station right there. And when I was dropping my brother off one time, I had to stop at that gas station to get gas. It's like before you get into like that small little, I don't know, Blas know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to go park, man. Yeah, they probably thought you was trying to hit some of the Hollywood cribs. You say you got oh yeah, the San Andreas Park. Most people not even knowing that junk's cracking right now. He said 310 the city is all about your stereo system. Nah, they don't like when your car tinted either, bro. When you got tents, the police don't like you being cooler than them. Like, who you think you are riding around and I can't look in there and stare at you. Nah, I'm telling you, them tents, they really mad. They can't just look at you and stare at you. You know how the cops see you and they just feel like they can just stare you down. Brockton Blues. Fully! What's up, Mr. Blues, man? They just be wanting to look at you like, I am the law. Yeah, yeah. Hey, yo, Marinette, I'm African. Thank you, yo. Brockton, I'm living well right now. Got the AC buzzing, man. You know, got some gas to blow, food to eat. Y'all rocking with me. What can I complain about? A crib to sleep in. Internet. Phone is on. You know, I'm happy, bro. You say you saw me in the World Cup? Nah, you ain't see me. You might be thinking of a player you say look like me, but I wasn't there, man. Yeah, yeah. They were like, man, pull your windows down, man. Hey, 310 thought he was one of them activists. Like, oh, the law says according to statute 34 verse 31, I can slightly have it cracked 3/4 of an inch. And that cop was like, I'm the sheriff. You pull down your window now. He's like, are you being obstructive? Oh, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, you better put that shit down. Like, hey, sir, how are you today? I'm doing well. Yeah, just making some errands, running some errands. One thing I learned when you dealing with the police, you gotta talk like you ain't got no worries for real. And I've seen this because I've been with other people, like Uber drivers that might got pulled over. When they get pulled over, they just be like, "Oh, hey, how are you today, sir? My license registration, of course, right here. Or where you going on? I'm just actually just doing my job right now." But they talk like, bro, they don't got no worries. He said, I tried to run, but got stuck with some cars. Nah, hey, there's only one way to outrun the police. If you get away, you gotta take your pants off. Hopefully, you can get some shorts and put a different shirt on and get a hat. Real talk. So I don't know if you're gonna run in a store, but you gotta casually walk in a store though, man. So like when you run away from the cops and you get to the store, you just casually walk to the store, like walk in there, buy some shirts, buy some pants, Boom, you swap the pants, swap the shirt, get it hot. Maybe a scarf, come out. Maybe shoes. But you gotta literally be on some superheroes, swap clothes type stuff. Yo, Carrie said I cry when I get pulled over. Does that get you out of situations, head? You talking about you cry. Stephanie said Tupac recently got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Really, I ain't even peep. Why wasn't there no news about it, man? You said having one cop gives an excuse, stop and check you. Yeah, no facts. But I ain't gonna lie, the chat going dumb right now, fool. Y'all going stupid in the chat. Ryder said I'm Caucasian. No boys don't look my way. Nah, they like, yeah, he's a good fella, him. Nah, one time I had a cop literally rob me for like 2 miles. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just drive regular. You need to go do something else. He trying to intimidate me or something, like, make me switch my driving. Like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna speed up. I'm not gonna slow down. I'm gonna keep this same speed. I'm gonna keep the music playing still. Yeah, man. Run them plates, man. Them plates good, man. You know what I'm saying? He said to top it off, the sheriff's find another car key. I had it hidden in the back under the floor mats. My boy 310 the city had 20 keys with him. Hey, they said, "Where did you get these vehicle keys, sir? Where are the registrations?" Nah, if you ride around, don't ride around with nothing that can make you look crazy. Nah, Brock. Now I'm a law-abiding citizen too, man. You smell me? That's the best way to be, man. No breaking the law. Right now, you don't want to be free. I saw this white dude crying on the phone and telling his mom, "Mom, send him money, mom. Please, these black dudes got me hostage, man. Like I owed them like $30 now. It's all of a sudden it's $700." He's like, I've been ducking glizzies all week. Nah. And then the black dude holding the phone up so he can talk to his mom. Nah, I'm not being funny, bro. It was on Twitter like they said stay out of prison. Nah, they was extorting fool, bro. Nah, I'm telling you. But this is real because I see videos of people like, hey, tell him what you do for me. One dude was like, yeah, I clean his laundry. Other was like, I cook his meals. And he's like, yeah, I run the pie here, man. I make them boys work, man. And it's like, yo, bro, nah, that's tragic, bro. Y'all don't want to ever be in that situation, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. And knowing and I got, yo, Carrie said, Brown and Blues, I wish I could hit up with the snow. He said, Blah said, okay, cops put me over first, so I go like 5 buckets, 4 corn, and Gobson filled with corn, and what I do to save me. Yo, Blas, if you say that, they might snatch you out the car like, this guy's not from here. nah, you'll be speaking a different lingo, Mr. Payton. Nah. What my boy Pine said, he said, first off, I go like 5 buckets, 4 corn cob, son. They was saying, he's all for drugs. Arrest him. Nah, Flash, you got me crying, bro. What the heck? Bro, if you say that to the cop, he not gonna know what to think. You're gonna have him bamboozled, bro. Rich said, when I first went to jail, I was 18. I thought this dude that was sleeping completely still was a place to put my bed mat. So the first thing I did was throw my entire bed mat on top of this mat. He probably thought you were trying to smash him. Rich was gonna lay on top of Buddy Gay. Nah, hey, I ain't gonna lie. We was at a crib one time, right? We went out. We all went out and we came home, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all a funny ass story. We came home and we all was drinking, right? We all was drinking. I was hungry, bro. Cause usually I get hungry after drinking. Late night, I ain't ready to go to sleep. I'll probably scroll on my phone. So it's like all five of us. We had to stay in my bro crib. And we take the Uber home. So I'm making ramen, man. We smoke. I'm making some ramen. I'm making some ramen. When your noodles just get done, you just stirred it up. Waiting for it to cool down. But I'm standing up, so my man just got done smoking with me, but he got narcolepsy. He had narcolepsy, bro. So he really get tired, and he just be in a trance. So, bro, he get up, he like, all right, LeBron, like that's what he called me. He's like, all right, LeBron, I'm finna lay down. Whole time his cousin is laid up on the couch like this because he's drunk, like this. You know what I mean? So bruh get up, fool, walk to the couch, and damn near sit on his lap, bruh. When he sit on his lap, I was crying for everybody. Everybody that was up there start get crying, bro. I'm talking about dying because it's like, yo, bro, you just sat on that man's lap, bro. What the heck? You know what I mean? He's like, man, get the fuck off me, man. What you on, bro? Nah, Rich, that's what it just reminded me of, bro. You trying to smash that man, break him in, bro. What the heck? Yo, your brother said my boy got arrested on vacation when we were in Cali. He was in LA County. He was nervous, bro. Do not get arrested, bro. Stay free. Yo, 310 said, ha, 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 ha. Alex Guy. He said they gonna let him go. The Budak be hitting Brockton, ducking glizzies. Yeah, bro. The white dude say he been ducking glizzies. Meaning that you already know what that means. You know what I mean? No Diddy, you heard? Yo, Noah Angal brought them blues, eggs and scallion. He said you look like the Breaking Bad dude. Stop the cap. Ray said bro was horrified. Felt so bad he was sleeping hard. Now Rich laid on top of him for 5 minutes. Rich said he's comfortable. And then bro wake up and be like, what are you doing? He said, Carrie, you're making me hungry, fam. I ain't gonna lie. So talking about scallions, that sound fire right now. Put that on the grill. Blah said I'm composed over and he sees. I have 5 buckets in the back seat and in the front seat. What does he think and say? I hope that in my car for real. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Blah. You say that to 12, they gonna arrest you, gang. You're talking about you got 5 buckets. Richard was laying on that man for 5 minutes. Talking about he ain't sleep dude. He ain't see dude laying down right there. What? Nah, hey, the white dudes they had the duck glizzies, bro. They was holding him hostage. They had him on the ground talking to his mom. He's like, Mom, just send the freaking 700. Mom, come on. She's like, where would I get that type of money? She said for Christmas Santa, I won 5 buckets corn. Plus, you can say that on your wish list, but you say that to 12, they're locking you up, bro. They gonna think you took something serious, man. Hey, yo, Brock, he said 1 minute he was talking picture, next Compton sign, next minute he was in jail. What did he do to get arrested? He said got some horchata wax. He said he dead ass turned over, pushed the mat off him, heard me say my bad, bro. I didn't even see you there, then rolled back over and went to sleep. Nah, I ain't about to beat you up, gang. He said he pushed the mat off him. He was like, man, who's buddy? He's like, oh, he knew. Ray said, I'm sorry, man. Hey, my condolences, brother. I'm new here. Nah, bro, for the full Rich. Rich was gonna get checked in the cell. Nah, Rich, you thought quickly, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was the best move you could have made. AZ bro talking about TJ. Listen, I ain't built for that, bro. That's a lot of pressure, gang. Imagine these dudes is like freaking 300 pounds, what? Knocking your ass out. You gonna have to. Why you think people work out a lot in prison, bro? In jail and stuff like that. Why y'all think they work out a lot? He said, well, if he sees me in the basement, I'm messing with the mafia. He said, "Do you all right?" They gonna think he drinking, man. He said, "About to start a riot, 310." Yo, lunatic. He said, "Freaking, man." He said, "That's exactly how it went." Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, Rich, that was quick thinking, cause bro was funny. It was funny to get on that with you. You threw the mat on him while he's sleeping. He woke up like, nah, he's new. He's new. He's new. He's new. You know, they can tell who new in there, but I ain't gonna hold you. 310 said I got down with two shares and kicked out the back window, those from the cruiser. Man, you was wildin'. Did they try to beat you up when you got to the station? He said, night off. Brought them blues, got this spicy ramen with that egg. Nah, that's fire though. He said I definitely could have took him, but I would have been a double A-hole then. Nah, Rich, you don't want to beat up dudes sleeping in the cell, man. Leave him alone, bro. You already bullying the man. You act like you ain't see him. You really did that as a scare tactic, bro. Cause you like to play mind games with people. You came in there before you approached the SAR. You like, okay, let me see what his bravado is like. I want him to know who's the real Lion King in this cell, you heard? I'm gonna throw the mat on him. Let's see what he about though. If he ain't about nothing, I'm like, yo, my bad. You ain't even hit him with the mic condolences and say, hey, my bad, bro. My bad, broski. And you say, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, bro. You want the bottom bunk? You're a bully, man. Why you doing like that, bro? Hey, yeah, 310, you was a wild animal, man. Richard said the guy was chill and he was getting out that day. He was extra chill. The next guy that came to my cell was coming down on something, was trying to pick away at two-way glass. Nah, being in there with a tweaker would be crazy though. Yeah, I mean, he said thought they were putting drugs in his milk. He might not want to drink milk then, man. Nah, the best thing to do is to be free, man. That's the best thing to do, man. You don't want to be around a bunch of tough guys all day. You gotta act tough, bro. That's crazy. You said I got stuff, bro. They ripped my hoodie and forced me to go to the hospital. Yeah, they beat you up. Talking about you fighting the sheriff. They definitely was gonna get their wands on you. You get, you get slams, you all that. He said, okay, Brody said bravado, got the big vocab. Nah, Rich. This type of stuff Rich be on, man. Rich low-key a bully. 310 said, when they threw me in the cell, I still had cuffs. One bent my arm like a chicken wing. Yeah, because, dog, they going to beat you up, man. They going to beat you up. Brockton said, I'm from the East Coast. We don't got those meth tweakers out here. Thank the Lord. You heard? Facts. We got them where I'm from. They coming from everywhere, man. He said, big up Southern Lower. Brockton Blues, you from Southern Lower. And yo, everybody that's new, I keep forgetting, man. Please go join the Patreon. You can become a paying member or a free member on the Patreon. Once you join the Patreon, do me a favor. Send me an email. My email is in my bio. So I can personally send you the Discord link. I would love to have a lot of you guys be a part of the Discord, man. For real, for real. Stephanie said, what Stephanie Nicole said, Gabby Marie Foley. Miss Nicole said, or being there with the heroin addict. Yeah, they be bugging out. Yo, Cole Joe Jarrow. He said, bro, found, use the, I don't know what my boy talking about, man. It's hard to read. Are you from Boston? You dang near sound like a New Yorker, man. Boston folks be sounding like New Yorkers, man. Yeah, man. He said, Jalisco gang. Richard said, I live in the Midwest. The last town I've lived in described as the capital of the meth world. What town is that? Wisconsin? Richard, I can only think of you living in Wisconsin or something. I gotta spit. You stay in Wisconsin, bro? Iowa. Hold on. When I think of the Midwest, when I think of places that have like super meth drugs, it's like Wisconsin. Just because it's like a lot of land, bro. It's like anywhere there's a lot of land, I feel like people are more likely to do super hardcore drugs. You feel me? Or maybe I'm just overthinking. He said them Wisconsin cheeseheads. Nah, they probably get busy with the drugs in Wisconsin. You talking about hardcore drugs? That's out there for sure. But they got land to cook up all that stuff. You know what I mean? 310 said Ford. Where's the Patreon link? The Patreon link is in my bio, broski. Link is in the bio. All the merch will be on the Patreon. All there's content on the Patreon. Once you join the Patreon, Brockton Blues, email me. My email is in my bio. Also, please. That way I can personally send you the Discord link. I love being hands on with that, like personally sending out the Discord link, doing real administrative duties. You know what I mean? My boy said my people from Elemo, Jalisco. Jalisco sound hard. A Homes is Jalisco. A Homes, I read Jalisco, man. Yo, Black sound crazy though. Brogdon said I think of Brett Favre. Nah, that was my favorite quarterback. Because when I first came to New York, I got like a Packers starter jersey. Yo, shout out to Ross McNair, man. Brockton Blues, is that you? Thank you, bro. Fuller! For becoming a member of the Patreon, man. Please send me an email, bro. Please. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rich, man. Always promoting, gang. Rich, I love you, big. Love you, broski. Thank you. Tony Brandon. You talking about Buffalo, New York? Nah, broski. Brockton Blues, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate you for the pledge. Yes, sir. Mr. McNair, man. I like that last name. Thank you, Mr. McNair, man. For real, man. I appreciate you, gang. Also, please email me. I want to add you to the Discord, bro. We got Richard Wilkins in the Discord, Stephanie Nicole in the Discord, 310 the City in the Discord, Lars Payton in the Discord, Malika Sherman in the Discord. The Discord is just gonna grow, 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 grow. There's more people in there. Rowdy the Don in the Discord. You know what I mean? Ivan Ichwanovich in the Discord. Come on, man. I could keep naming people, you know? My boy Noob in the Discord. All right, tomorrow, fully. Enjoy your night tonight, man. There's no rush. As soon as I get the email, I'm gonna be very prompt. As prompt you was to even do what you just did, man. I appreciate that. Man, your support means a lot, gang. It's crazy because I was late to the night live, but I didn't want to. I was gonna send you guys a message, but I might not be going live tonight. But I'm like, nah, man. I'm gonna go to this event. Personally, I didn't really want to go, but then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go just cause I got you 310 the City. I'm gonna resend it. But I was like, personally, I'm gonna go just because I've been in the spot. You feel me? I went, and sometimes when you really don't want to go, something don't go to it. I ain't really think it was that worth being there. Came back home. I'm like, yo, I got enough time to go live, man. Let me crank a live for my people and tap in with them. So personally, I'm glad it worked out like that for real. You know what I mean? Because if I would have sent out that announcement, it would have threw things off for real. You know what I mean? But I thought about it. I didn't think I was gonna be over there all night anyway, man. Sometimes you want to do certain things. Brockton Blues, Mr. McNair, the regular Jones, but I like the hot Cheetos. That's what I grew up on in middle school, bro. Hot Cheetos. Used to smack hot Cheetos. God said, Richard Wilkins, please. I'm asking, please search up the town name Orleans, Indiana. I ain't gonna lie, Brockton, you gotta run for mayor in Indiana, bro. You love your city, you love your state, bro. He said, I'll buy you 100 bricks of them regular Cheetos if if we in the can. Nah, hopefully not, bro. Brian was he talking about 100 bricks, man. He's trying to start a Cheeto store. Nah, gang. If we in the can, we gonna be needing to eat real food. We gonna have to beef up. I'm like 160. I'm gonna have to have ultra hands. I'm talking about knocking out 250. If I'm not like that, you gotta buy us some rice, some chicken, and stuff that's gonna get us hefty. And 170 is good. Now 200 is solid. Listen, bro, 200 is solid, bro. 200 is ideal, gang. And you're very mobile at 200. You know what I mean? Yeah. 200 is an ideal weight. Because people can't look at you. Let me tell y'all why. I'm like 160. But one thing I know is like a lot of my fights, it came from being sized up. And when I say sized up, like I don't fought people bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like 190, 180 ain't bad, but you could turn all that into muscle, bro. Just go swimming. That's gonna shred you fast. Go swimming. But most of the time when people like try to squabble, they would size you up. But somebody not gonna size you up that ain't 200 unless they really got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 5'11". I'm 160. So somebody is sizing up like, yeah, he's skinny. I can flex him, bro. You know how many people been doing this since I even played football? I ain't going. Cause bro, I don't know. I've always been strong. You know what I mean? But I'm not hefty as far as weight. Like, but it's like I got like 4% body fat. So it's not like I don't have muscle. You feel me? I got BMI. Yeah. So I used to live a lot of weights. When I used to live weights, I used to be like at least like 170. I used to bench press, squat, all that. I used to be kind of like, you know what I mean? A little bit diesel. You feel me? But that's when I used to be into weightlifting. But I've always been naturally like skinny. I just want to really be super toned. And then I'm gonna put on a little weight. Probably get like 170. You feel me? 180. Yeah, so all y'all gotta do is just shred a little bit, man. But can't nobody look at you, bro. They just size you up. You know how people size up skinny people, bro? They size you up like, yeah, I could just. My boy said, I got down with the older guy when I was younger, and he picked me up for real. But yeah, that's why I said a lot of people size you up. The last dude I fought, he sized me up. He was probably like 6'1", probably like 180. I was still the same weight, but it's like, gang, I'm not working out, bro. Like I don't like get on here and flex, but it's like, bro, I'm working out regularly, fool. You know, I ain't got the swollest arm, but you know, it's dead. So my man's literally sized me up, and when we was squabbling, he didn't have no hands, cause most of the time, bro, when two, I've been in different fights, bro. People fight differently. Somebody that is just angry, they just coming like swinging at you. This dude, he wasn't so angry, but he did a lot of like showman stuff. Tie his shoes, took his shirt off. So I'm like, damn, maybe he could really box like that. So I'm like, let's see what he got, cause I'm not just gonna rush in and punch you, cause I ain't just stupid like that. I could get caught and that's it. You know what I mean? I gotta see. Can you really throw? Cause if I come in like that, you just throw and I get caught, one punch can change everything, bro. No bluff. You could be beating up somebody, they get you with a haymaker, you drop. and you're oh, it's over with. They get the ups. You feel me? Real stuff. So he threw like a soft ass jab. It wasn't even in reach. So all I did was just kind of like like a slide back. So I came up a little bit on him. That's like a slight feint. When I came up on a slight feint, he threw like another soft jab. So I'm like, oh, he ain't really knowing that. So then I kind of like step. It's like a feint where I kind of do this. So I kind of did this, but I not stepped on the little cooler, like a little freaking cooler with this foot though. Cause I was like this, step on the cooler with this foot, and I tweaked my ankle, gang, but I did not feel it. My ankle ain't never been the same, bro. It's messed up. So we got in like by like the freaking the beverage part. You know, it's more spaces over there by the beverage when you get drinks. So I'm like, all right, this is where I bang this. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I get up on him like this. When I get up on him, he act like he gonna throw. So all I was gonna do was step back and come in. So when I step back, just grab my waist, duck down and try to tackle me. And I'm like, nah. So when he grabbed my waist, I learned because I took jujitsu, bro. You gotta lock arms with an individual when they trying to slam you. You know what I mean? That's how you kill momentum. So let's say somebody grabbing you right here to take you down. You got to get your arms in here with their arms. You know what I mean? So I kind of grabbed him, but I had to back pedal because he's coming like full force like this. So to kill all that momentum, bro, I had to back pedal because it's gonna take momentum from anyone that's coming like that. Now back pedal, and I'm like, damn, I ain't got nowhere room to go. I gotta do something. So gang, this man was like 6'1", at least 180. I swear on my life, pick this man up from this side, but I feel like that's why I hyperextended my ankle too, because I already had tweaked it. Because I used all my force from right here to flip him. Boom. You know what I mean? Gas is high, he was leaking. Then the girl, the lady he trying to fight me about was like, that's enough. But it was like he sized me up, bro. And at the end of the shit, I put this on my brother grave, God in heaven. You know what he told her? He's like, man, he's stronger than I thought. And she came and told me, she's like, man, he's like, he didn't know you was gonna be that strong. It's like, man, yeah, I don't care what you think. You don't know how strong somebody is, but I didn't even use my full strength, bro. That was like, I felt like that was like a moment of me just seeing how strong I am. Like, but there's been other moments like that. But it was like the way God did that shit, bro. It was like I didn't even get to really mess him up after that, bro. It was like he just did that to show me you stronger than what you know, like, cause bro, for me to pick this man up, this man was down here, like around my torso, bro, trying to tackle me like a football dude. So I had to get in there, get him up here, like while I'm backpedaling. This lady watching this the whole time, she like 50 something. He trying to fight me over her. It's my coworker. But she was gonna do some freaky shit and I turned it down, but I think she kicked everything off. So I'm backpedaling with him in my arms, bro. And then I gotta literally take him from head to head. I don't know how that shit happened, but when I did all that, he literally locked arms after he was gonna fall because he hit his head and he grabbed me. I'm like, man, score off me like this when I was really finna get busy. I was finna swipe his feet, but I don't know. It just ain't go like that. You know what I'm saying? But this what he said. I put this in my life. He told her. She came and told me because he had told her he was thinking about going to get his gun. She had to go talk to him and shit. But I had the gun too. So it was like it would have been a double win because I can't take no loss with that. You feel me? But she came. She was like, man, he told me he didn't even know he was gonna be that strong. But a lot of people that said that though, bro, like, oh, I ain't think you that strong. Cause like, bro, I don't look that big as far as like muscle mass, like body mass. But bro, I'm solid, bro. It's like I'm like a solid 160, bro. You feel me? Like I don't wrestle big dudes, man. Like the biggest dude I ever wrestled was he was like 250, but he was strong though. You know what I'm saying? He was strong. You couldn't let him wrap you up. He was like a middle linebacker. Yeah, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I love y'all, man. Y'all got the chat bossing tonight, dog. Fully! I could go crazy right now. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all been having the chat busting all night, yo. That's on everything. But 310 the city, I don't even like fighting outside, bro. Since I messed up my ankle, bro, it's been annoying. I think I might either I probably like hyperextended it, bro. Cause there's times I wake up and it feel like it still hurt. You know what I'm saying? When that stuff happened, I couldn't even walk on my leg for like 4 days. My ankle for 4 days. It was that bad. He said the chat only gonna get bigger. Ha! Dr. Chip Buttering. That's what your mom like, man. She like when I put that beautiful seagull on before I dive in. Before I dive in the ocean, I gotta put the seagull on. Before I dive in the ocean, I gotta put the seagull on. Now I know your mom is such a wholesome lady. Now I know sometimes being alone drives her crazy. But I told her, baby girl, you could confide in me. And she told me, boy, yes, go ahead, just swim in my sea. So I gotta put the seagull on. Yeah, Buttering, man, remix for you, man. I ain't done one of them R&B, fake R&B, you know what I mean? Remixes in a minute. Yo, Joey Bush, he said, "Oh, black dudes wearing a C60 rug and see his baby hairs." My boy talking about baby hairs. Is he all right? Is he all right? Come on, man. We don't got babies hair. We just got ingrown hair, man. Not ingrown hair and new growth. I don't think grown men be having baby hairs, gang. Shorties maybe, but man, they get ingrown hairs and they got new growth. If they got dreads, braids, or whatever. Rockton said, yeah, something like that. That might don't hurt me in a moment. But the next 2 weeks as well. He said, crooked nose, gang. Fakey big spade. Fully. Roston, I'm just capping, man. He said it's like it's the Compton, Lindenwood, Watts area code. Yeah, 310 the city. I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard brand. Jimmy Watermelon. This man name is Jimmy Watermelon. Yo, gang. That's a funny name. Jimmy Watermelon, man. What made you think of that name? Hey, yo, Richard Wilkins. Nah. Yo, I'm crying. Yo, Jimmy Watermelon is funny as ever, bro. Nah, Rich. Rich, you funny as ever, falling. Yo, gang. Rich gotta be one of the funniest guys ever, bro. Yo, who married their granddad, man? What's going on, dog? Yo, Mr. Watermelon, you alright, man? Go eat a watermelon, man. You hungry right now, man. You know how you get when you get hungry, man. You ain't gonna lie. I do got some goals in it. You need veneers, man. I'd rather have a natural teeth than veneers. Know what I mean? Now, if I told you something about the teeth, you wouldn't like me. You gotta think about what teeth really are. Now, I'm gonna break you down, right? Boom. When you go to the museum, yo, YouTube, this is based on TikTok purposes only, entertainment purposes only. When you go to the museum, right, And you look at fossils. When you look at these fossils or bones, they're yellow. And most of the time they have a yellow tint, right? And you gotta wonder, like, yo, why do bones be yellow, fam? I thought bones would really just be white for real. You feel me? But then you realize that that's bones that you got in your mouth, dummy. So it's not supposed to look pure white like a tissue. It never will look like that, bro. You gotta get veneers. It's gonna look like this. You know what I mean? And it ain't mine. I ain't got a cold, super Colgate smile. That's not what I'm saying. But these are my natural bones that I'm eating with. You learn something new today, man. That's why when your teeth used to fall out, guess what happened? They will grow back. Bones grow back, don't they? Ah, ah, ah. Broad and blues, they are. Only smart ones know. That's why when you go look at an alligator tooth or crocodile tooth or a big animal tooth, it always has a yellow tint. Because they're not supposed to look. Nah, the artificial white strip, they mess up your gums, bro. All that stuff messes up your gums. All that chemical is bad for your teeth. I ain't gonna hold you. The only issue I had with my teeth was a cavity, but that's because I was eating a lot of sweet. Other than that, I got some strong teeth. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? Or you can use like it's like the bamboo stick. But when people say that to me, I don't trip. You know why? Because I drink turmeric water. You feel what I'm saying? Drinking turmeric water is I automatically gonna add that to it. You feel me? But me drinking that is like just to have a balanced water, man. Yeah, my grandma used to have those whitening strips. After a while, they would like numb your gums. You feel me? Your wisdom teeth been kicking. Get some like hot water, a little bit of salt in there, vinegar, just a little bit, and just rinse with that regularly, bro. Cause there's probably some bacteria in there. Tania, Tania said Spain. Yeah, man, just or look up other natural remedies, bro. You can get like some hot water, put some lemon in there, some ginger in there, some turmeric in there, and just regularly rinse with that and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But y'all take care of y'all teeth, man. Having good teeth when you get older is important because you got to be able to eat. Tania, you're up and I'm live. Tania had to go to bed earlier. Roger said I had to get my wisdom tooth out because it was infected, dog. The infection spread me up. Had in the hospital for a week. Dang. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, getting your teeth, taking care of teeth is important. The most I was hurt is I went to the dentist and I had to do a filling. They had to clean the cavity, so they saw your teeth down. They saw your teeth down, and they numb your gums, and they put like they rinse it out, and you know what I mean. That just how you feeling like somebody socked you, somebody that's a welterweight. I couldn't eat or nothing, bro. Yeah, yeah. Go to the dentist, man. See what they can do, but don't take your teeth lightly, bro. When you get older, you want to be able to eat. That's very important. You get older and you can't eat, you gonna be kind of like salty, bro. If you need dentures or anything of that nature, you're gonna be a little salty, man. I'm not gonna lie. Richard said, Brockton said, hold on. Shout out to Maddie Foley. Yo, Bly said, well, here's my method to get away with bad teeth. Where's my new adventure course? Yo, Fly said, yo, just use corn, man. It's gonna work. He said, Florida, the only reason we don't look British. No. Hey, listen. I don't know about the water in the bottles, but I know out the sink. But you could get fluoride-free toothpaste, gang. It's just a little more expensive. Procter is called Tom's. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Joey Bush, fluoride is a tiny rise more or less. Brushing with fluoride is no big deal. Drinking it in a water, it's not a big either, but you can always buy water without fluoride. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about the ones in the bottles, but I know in the sink. But then it's like if you take a shower, you need to get a purifier. So it's like all across the board, you're screwed. He said that infection story got me tripping. Are you talking about from Brockton? Yeah, because with your wisdom tooth, what really happens though is this. I got my wisdom tooth. It's like all the way back here. I'll show y'all my tongue. All the way back there. What really happens is I got a big mouth, gang. Like no diddy, but it's like if you look at my teeth, they like they fit in my mouth in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like I got extra space in my jaw. So with your wisdom teeth, when it comes in, sometimes it's not enough space right there. So it be like trying to force itself in there. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case for everybody, but some people it's like it can't fit in that area. You feel me? Or it never fully grows in normally because there's not enough space. He said, "Yup, G." He said, "Nah, 310. That's the worst pain ever." Nah, I hear you. He said, "Not all, but most. Check your local water department or public works to see exact fluoride content of your water tap." Okay. I didn't even know you could do that. He said, "Coming out funny. I see it already." Yeah, when you put your tongue on it, it's like you can tell it's not growing in regular. So that's why I get to bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Miguel said, sorry, I didn't mean to get political. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that question, Miguel. You asking oddball stuff, man. He said you lucky you got blessed with a big mouth because you have extra room. Nah, bro. My wisdom tooth ain't even like fully grow all the way in. All right, I got one on this side that's more grown. That one grew like a fang. Like the vampire fang. It grew like a fang, but it's supposed to be a molar. So when you look at this one on that side, it's a molar. So it's not perfect, my boy. It just grew how it grew, my boy. Brockton, I'm not gonna hold you. I think that's supposed to be a molar, bro. But it's a fang. Alright, it's like literally a fang. He said, where I live, we regularly got boiled water, so I can only drink bottled water. But some water is really good and some is really bad. Hey, I mean, you where you at though, man? My boy said 12X, Y to the 2Z. Yo, get you. I ain't did no problem like that in a minute, my boy. I ain't gonna hold you. We just gotta get the X's and the Y's. We gotta separate the Y's and the X's. So I think we could minus 12. If we minus 12, we put minus 12 on this side. Boom. Let me try to remember. I know that's the first step though. I ain't get that problem in a minute though. He said, yeah, I don't think I got enough space. I'm almost out. 310 the city. Fully! Lies said corn can fix anything. Lies, you going crazy with the corn promo. He said, oh, that's how it looks. Yeah, bro. A molar is like, like these teeth right here that like grow like circular. Then a fang is the vampire jump. This one right here. These are molars. Man. So molars usually be like farther back and at the bottom. And then when you come towards this side, it just have, I don't know what you call these, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like the K9. That's the K9. He said you got impacted wisdom teeth. Yeah, I got my wisdom teeth still in there. One of them still hasn't really grown yet. You know what I mean? Fully, but it's halfway in there. So I don't know if that's how it's gonna be. But when it was coming in, I was feeling it though. Caleb Rose said 93 Pac versus GKMC Kendrick, man. I might have to give it to Pac, man. TJ Money said he liked the shiesty. Shout out to bro. Brogdon said that's never heard of that, Rich. You know, my boy Rich dropped some knowledge. And he said Brogdon Blues is when the city tells you that the water is unsafe to drink without boiling, usually due to some contamination. Our water system really old here, so it happens a lot. Yeah, them pipes need to be replaced. All the water that's coming through them pipes, we showering with that. Yo, shout out to Timothy from Queensland, Australia. Yo, Jimmy Watermelon is back. Adi said, do I like Nirvana? They not bad, man. Sarah said, I wish I had teeth. Man, Sarah, I'm sorry, man, but you can go get teeth, though. No cap. Said mine is halfway. Hope it stops. Yeah. If you just monitor and it stops, it's good. But if it keeps hurting, bothering you, then it's like, okay, you gotta go get it checked out. Brockton Blue said, I'm a 91 baby. And I'm the uncle to chat. Say you older than me then, Mr. Blues. I'm 92. You feel me? So don't feel nothing. That's great. We getting up there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, 310 said 97. Jimmy Watermelon said 97. Bly said, how and why do physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective internal experience? The feeling of being you. Nah, that sounds deep though, Blas. That sounds deep, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Jimmy, you 97, man. I thought you would be like 2010. You was a jit. He said politics getting in the way of public health is crazy work. Bro, that happens all the time. Proctor Blues. Yo, Star Blades. He said, yo, it's Rakai's dad. Bro, I am not Rakai's dad. Stephanie Nicole, thank you. Miss Nicole Foley. We can always count on Miss Nicole to come through. She put it down. She said, there's molars, premolars, lateral incisors, and central incisors. So I would think these will be central and then these will be lateral, right? Man, now we can all get educated, man. Yo, I used to be on Dat Piff all the time. DatPiff.com. Brockton Blues, stop playing. That's why I used to get the hot new mixtape, hot new hip hop mixtapes. Come on, man. Yo, Star Blades. Yo, Brian and Kobe, David LaRios, Kobe, bro. Kobe. Yeah, Stephanie Nicole just literally informed everybody on the chat of the names we're thinking about. Molars, premolars, incision. Hold on, let me make it that again. And lateral incisors and central incisors. I'm talking to a dentist. I'm like, yo, check my lateral incisors, B. Them Jones is all right. What about my central incisors? Yeah, make sure you clean the central incisors, man. Shout out to Mike 664 out there in Minnesota, man. Y'all boys from the winning championship with LaMelo Ball and AE, man. You heard it here first, man. He said the Doubt 3 and shit. Bro, I used to download mad mixtapes off of that Piff. DatPiff.com. That's how that DJ sounded. You know what I mean? The host of that. Was it DJ Drama? I don't know who it was that would say that. It was the main host of that Piff. You know, after every track, man. Incisor. Okay, Incisor. I thought it was Incisor. DJ White Owl. Okay, yeah. Man, we go back to the LimeWire days too, though. My homie, he was really like the DJ on LimeWire. He used to make burn CDs and mixtape for everybody. Hey, yo, Brian Hart. Yo, Brian Hart, man. We call you Brian Hart, man. He said, I said I'm ill with this ski. Let me show you now. Lies said, yeah, Lil Wayne days. Yeah, I'm the fire, man. Fire for fire, man. I got that fire, got me tired. You get tired of, but I'ma put you out. You get tired of, like, ain't nobody with me, man. Ski, man. G, man. And niggas past. I'm past that. You heading in now. And I get that capital. I get, you know what I mean? She said, remember the part in the Hangover movie where Stu put out his own, yeah, he tried to take his teeth out? I don't know how people could do that. That sounds like too much pain. He said, bro took me an hour to get that song. And I'm the fire, man. Fire for fire, man. I got that fire because the downloads will be slow as shit. Especially if you was downloading mad songs, man. That's when we had MP3s. Yeah, man. Nostalgia, man. Hey, the internet went so instant gratitude back then. It took some work. And Brian said, the fireman, I desire to get more money and get higher, man. Yes. That is a good desire to have, Brian. He said I had to call for my internet. Now everything, them mixtape downloads you can take forever. I be trying to download the whole mixtape. I need all them songs. He said, want to play a game? Boy, if you don't get your big Jude Kawat soul head up. He said, I took the phone line down, dog. Ethernet cable. He said, did not be fooled. He is not live. He said, who said they gonna beat up Lil Wayne? Yeah. Who that said they gonna beat up Lil Wayne? No, I ain't gonna lie. He was on a generational run. Really, like, you talk about one artist that had the generational run. Really, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I think is that 6'7"? Or that's not 6'7". That's the one he got Mac Main or somebody on there. Somebody on there. Yeah, I've heard of that. I try not to really get into all that, you know what I mean? Just cause, man, one thing I try not to do is mess with the dark energies, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the craziest thing I ever did, bro, I had this shorty. She wanted me and her to go to the graveyard. I'm thinking she really trying to like drive to the graveyard. She like keep driving. She like, this the perfect spot. I'm like, what? She just started topping me in the car. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. In the graveyard? But I look at that type of stuff like you putting out energy when you doing it. I can't do that in the graveyard, huh? But like I try not to mess with like he said that's a vibe. I got you, man. Say less. All right, he's gone. Like that. Yeah, in the graveyard. But I just looked at it like you trying to do like you on some type of different type of time. You know what I'm saying? Just cause I'm like, man, why the graveyard? Shorty, we could have went to Burger King parking lot, gas station, back at the gas station. I was just like, nah, she into dark energy. So I personally was like, nah, we gotta get up out of here, man. Yeah. But I ain't know she was a bass head though. When I say she was a basehead, she did heavy drugs, but you couldn't tell. Like, like when you met this girl, she looked good, was in shape until later on messing with her. I found out that she was doing hard substance, bro. So I don't know. Maybe that's what was going through her mind. That's why she think like that. My boy said, "Blow, blow, blow." Nah, that just threw me off though. Nah, nah, nah. I've never done an IQ test, but I've done a. It's called a Myers-Briggs test. I don't know if y'all heard of the Myers-Briggs test. I guess it's kind of like an IQ test, or it's like to determine your personality. Hey, yo, apparently, y'all. Yeah, you just got the top of me. I'm like, yo, is it graveyard? Nah, you can't really do that in the graveyard. That shit weird. Cause when I was younger, I learned like when you driving past graveyard, you don't never like point your hand at them. This stuff I learned from like my step grandma and stuff like that. So, cause you gotta look at it as like a sacred place. You know what I mean? Cause there's different energies there. You feel me? And even people say sometimes people who had Teslas, they always drive past a graveyard and see a bunch of people standing. So for a sacred area like that, it's like you can't disrespect it with such an act. It's not gonna really bring good luck to you. So I feel like when people temper with dark energy, bro, you setting yourself up for it. You don't know what's gonna happen. We just say yes. The MBTI is personally it's a personality test, not an IQ test. I've taken the Stanford Bennett when I was younger and joined Mensa, but I haven't paid the membership dues in over a decade. See, yeah, I took the Myers-Briggs test, just like Richard said. It's a personality test. I never took an IQ test. 310 said because I met some guy in the jail, bro, and he said he offered his uncle's head to LA. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Yo, I would have been scared. He messes with the dark forces. Yo, gang. That's what you see for movies, in the movies. Oh my gosh. Nah, gang, 310. You're not gonna be able to sleep after you do that, bro. You're gonna be seeing demons. Bro, that's out of a movie. That's like it's almost like a sacrifice. Because when you make an offering, it's a sacrifice, gang. It said, I offer you this lamb. I offer you this cow. Is a sacrifice. So my man made the offering. The dark forces granted him freedom, but he still owes them. One thing about the dark forces is this, bro. You never get to walk away. They want you forever. You know what I mean? Dude gave up his uncle. It's like that's someone he truly loved. So that was the ultimate sacrifice. CJ from San Andreas Foley. 310 the city, you got to write a script around that, though. But anybody that decides to deal with the dark forces, man, look, be in for a shit show, man. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna have a crazy life, crazy experiences, crazy things you're gonna see. He's saying, just so we're clear, I scored a 136 on the Stanford Bennett, which is not the genius category. Also, IQ is kind of, anyways, for gauging actual intelligence. Nah, it is. It's BS, bro. Yeah, 310. Don't mess with the dark forces, man. if you're not ready to deal with those energies right now, like I'm gonna give y'all an instance, right? So when I went to the function, right? Boom, it's a shorty. She there at the function. I'm chilling with her. You know, shorty like to be on live while she talking to you. Like just be on social media in general. So while shorty's talking to me, she's watching one of her friends live. Is another lady. She's going off about how this girl been messing with this kid, and he just a chick, you know, he ain't dropped yet, woo woo. And she on live. I guess she had a crib. So why she on the crib? Bro, I guess 3 girls put up on her and got to just fighting her. All you hearing is B what? I told you stop playing with me. But it was a point in the video, cause bro, this is all live. It was a point in the video where Shorty was popping her and shit like, yeah, but it was a point in the video, all you was hearing is, I told you stop playing with me, get out the car. Get out the car. So I'm just like, damn. All you was hearing was she was getting packed. But I'm like, why would you even go live and you disclose your location and then you get beat up on live, like, and then after that you go live, like, yeah, it was 3 of them, they didn't do then it's just like, bro, that's all negative dark energy, bro. You feel me? And this is a chaotic life you're gonna have, like when you start dealing with the dark forces. This girl got like 100K on social media, Facebook. 100K. She could have did the live in the crib comfortably. You know how low vibrational you gotta have to have 100K, and then you go outside and in front of your house in a car to do a live to talk about people who are gonna pull up on you at 2 in the morning to jump you. Yes, tonight. That's why I was like, damn, like I wasn't even feeling the vibes. You feel me? Because I don't like no shit like that, bro. But even being around somebody and having to watch that live was like, bro, I'm telling y'all, gang, listen. All you heard it was talking like, yeah, if you da 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 da, you da 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 da, you the kid, whoa, whoa. Then you heard, you know, and the girl that was in the car, she had to be in the car. She's like, yeah, y'all some, it's 2 of y'all, da 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 da, y'all some. And it was a certain point game where I'm telling you, she was getting packed because her friend, she like, this my friend, I might have to go help her. I'm like, you got to go help her for real? Okay, I get that, you know, you get her low. So it was a point in the live, bro. Shorty that was talking on the live was not talking. All you was hearing was, I told you stop playing on me. That's the car. Get out the car. I'm gonna take you out the car. She was getting packed. And I'm like, damn. Imagine you got 100K on Facebook. You feel me? And you leave your house because maybe you couldn't do the live in your house. But you go live outside in front of your crib, and the people that you supposedly going live about know where you stay, but you outside fool at freaking 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, doing a live in your car, knowing these people know where you're at. And when they get there, instead of you ending the live because you see 2, 3 people or calling somebody, yo, Rich, Fully. He said, why is it 3 a.m. out here, Stephanie? 310 Blas, Brockton. Have a wonderful evening. Happy 4th, man. Love, Rich. Appreciate you, broski. Fully. Have a great night, bro. Sleep good, man. Wake up ready. But it was just kind of like, bro, it was sad to see because I'm like, damn, this girl got 100K. She do not need to be outside at 1 a.m. doing a live about 3 people. It was a daughter, a mom, and a sister that jumped her. But it's like, you supposed to be in the crib, baby. You got 100K. You think these people that you talking about are happy that you have 100K followers on your Facebook? They not happy at all. So Imagine people ready to pull up on you at 2 in the morning to fight you. You know how low vibrational these people gotta be at 2 in the morning because you on live. And then when you see this, you know, in the live, you getting beat up on the live. So it's like you gotta be dealing with the dark forces too, because look how you moving, bro. You got 100,000 followers, bro. You not even supposed to have time to talk about these people that supposedly smashing a kid and da da da. Like that's not your business, baby. But once you deal with dark forces, that's what happens. But I'm talking about this was sad though, because you just hearing a bunch of talking, y'all like that, y'all ain't this, da 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 da. And it gets quiet. All you hear it is pop, 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 pop. Then after that, it's silent and Shorty like, she like, got the car. She told you stop playing with me. Whoever was packing her out. Then after that, I go silent and she like, it's three of y'all. Y'all ain't even I ain't even bleeding. I'm like, yo, end the live, baby. End the live, bruh. Bruh, I'm never finna be getting packed out on live. And I got the live rolling for y'all to see me get packed out, bro. What? What? Bro, they were molly whopping Shorty. It was sad though, 310, because all you were hearing was, told you stop playing with me. Got the car. And you ain't hearing no talking back. And then she claimed she wasn't bleeding, but her face wasn't on the camera. But I'm looking like, yo, gang, these people are dealing with dark energy because what is this? This is happening at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. And then the person I'm with, they watching this live, and then this they friend, they gotta go help them. But I'm like, gang, they dealing with dark energy, bro, because there's no way stuff like that should transpire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And somebody with 100K, you shouldn't even leave the comfort of your home to do a live about people that's not doing nothing, bro. Haters. Because only a hater gonna pull up on you at 2 in the morning to fight you, bro. You supposed to be tired. It ain't like y'all at the club. They at home, you at home. 2 in the morning? Something wrong with that person, bro. Yeah. They gotta be possessed 310 because it's like, dang, the only time you supposed to fight is you outside at the bar, club, okay. But for a hater to come to your crib with they mom and they sister, you dealing with top haters. They could have beat you to a coma for real. Like, and you not seeing that you dealing with dark energy is like, come on, man. You bugged out, man. Shorty got 100,000 on Facebook. Is it happening in my city, bro? Her friend was right there. This was happening on live, like, and she panicked, like, oh, I gotta go help my friend. Yeah, man, because 310, I don't like to go out either, though, man. Like, because I know after 11, nothing good happens, man. Most I go do is chill with a shorty, but I don't like going to the bar, bro. I don't like going to the clubs, bro. I done did that so much. That shit's a dub. I know it's gonna be a shooting or a fight. I don't even got time for that, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, shots. I don't heard shots. We gotta run in the alley because they shooting over here. Then we head over here. We can't run this way or this way, so we run down the alley. Like, but you're not even supposed to run when you hear shots. You're supposed to hit the ground. But it's like it's so many people by the light rail, the train. Man, they scattered. I ran in the alley. What? I'm looking like this gunman in the alley. I'm just gonna drop, you know. But doing all that for fun and enjoyment, that's silly, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of people that went out and lost their life, bro, and they weren't even a part of the altercation. So I just don't want to be around negative activity like that, bro. It takes a lot from you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you getting hurt, you going to jail. It's gonna take a lot from you. But being around people that have nothing to lose is gonna take a lot from you because they don't care about like these people that put up on this lady. They've been hating on her. She got 100K. She looks good, and then yet she's cranking alive about them at 1 in the morning. Yeah, man. He said my aunt used to say after 10. Yeah, it's really after 10. She not lying. Cause every situation that I got in that was kind of bad was after 10. When I got an underage drinking job, after 10. When we almost got popped downtown, after 10. Fights, altercation, fought the white boys at the bar after 10. So daytime is like it's not really shaking like that unless you got real smoke or you messing with somebody or you bullying people. But after 10, the real demons come out, man. Yeah, they be right, bro. The older folks don't tell y'all this for no reason. Why you think they got the song "Freaks Come Out at Night"? The freaks come out at night. Yeah, freaks come out at night. But when you hear that song, what do you think? You think the XXX freaks. You don't think there's other type of freaks, the crazy motherfucker, the they don't care about life. You know what I mean? No. I don't live in Gotham City, but you say I don't get why anyone would choose that lifestyle because it's a void. It fills a void that's missing. Now I'm gonna be honest. When I used to go out, a lot of the time it was to pick up women. It was to like have sex because I felt like that made me happy. You know what I mean? Because I had my bros when we were getting girls, but in a sense, picking up random girls and smashing them didn't really make me that happy. It was just a lifestyle that I wanted to think that made me happy. You know what I'm saying? Once I figured how lame it was, you pay to get in the club. Some of the girls they bougie because the DJ, the bouncer. You know what I mean? So you might have to buy them a drink or this and that. Not all of them, but that's how it is. Majority of the time, these girls getting in for free because they all the bouncers, bro. Not all of them, but a majority of them. So you doing that to get in there with them and try to impress them when they already giving it up. Then when you come out, there might be some you could kick it with, but then it's like they not even fully there. They you know what I'm saying? Like they slapped. So it just was corny, bro. Like it was corny, man. It was like, damn, like we go to the club to try to get at the women. You don't even do that to get at a woman, bro. You don't even gotta go to the club. You don't even gotta go party to get a woman. You can find a woman without any of that. But even when you in there, it's a lot of low vibrational people. It's people drinking. It's guys getting in the club with weapons because they know the bouncer. You know what I mean? They not getting searched. How y'all be thinking people get shot up in clubs? They let them in there with weapons. So you go into an environment where you put yourself at risk for entertainment, but it's not the top form of entertainment, bro. It's like you go there with a bunch of spirits. You go there with a bunch of people that put spirits in their body. Because when we drink, we put spirits in our body, man. That's why it's called liquor and spirits. So when people start wilding out, it's not really them. It's the demons. It's the real demons. Yo, Rise, I don't know what that's about, my boy. He said at 17, I had a Range Rover. I could buy whatever and do whatever. Yeah, you was litty. I ain't gonna lie. And you can still do that again. Stephanie said the money and power isn't with it. But what? I'm gonna miss something. Said fast life brings nothing good, man. It takes you down, man. Said money, stuff, and power status. Be so crazy. But it was the people that you was around, bro. Like I said, when you're part of a certain lifestyle, you can't see that this isn't it. When I was going to the clubs all the time, picking up girls, trying to go to this function, that function, I thought that was it. Bro, I used to go get outfits for the club, go get some fire pants, some shoes, all this shit, just for the club, bro. And it's like that's corny. You know what I mean? Make money and stack. That's all I need to do. Everybody that's going to the club, they don't even got places to live. Don't let that club fool you. People that be going to the club, they at home with grandma. But they want to go to the club that look fire though. You know what I'm saying? He said, I ain't even tripping on girls no more, man. Man, the club lame as shit, bro. The most I want to do is like accompany a lady to a fire concert with an artist I like. All that club shit is a dub, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in there looking like a widow trying to get girls that already getting smashed by the bouncers or they want to smash the DJ. But you got to think in the club, it's bottle service girl. They smashing the promoter. You get a promoter got all these women in here. He not trying to grease some cheeks. You think the DJing every night? He not trying to. Come on, man. So you already in competition with the people at the venue. Yeah, it's like that. Every club. Some of the girls be smashing the bouncers. But I know girls that smash the bouncers like, yeah, I could get a set. I know the bouncer. Y'all ain't never had no shorty say that? Like, yeah, he said, on me, I said it. Yeah, like, I done had mad shorty say that. Like, yeah, I could get a set. I know the bouncer. She don't got to say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? He said, I heard, you know what I mean? Now, you don't meet good people in the club. You meet, you meet demons. You meet people under the influence of alcohol, people pretending to be lavish. You know, people pretending to be ballers, you know what I'm saying? And then the light is dark. So you don't really they set the mood for like devious intent. The best part about the club is like the colorations. Because that's how life should be, but they dulled it down. But other than the coloration, like the strobe lights and stuff like that, but it's like you in a dark room with strangers. Think about it. You in a dark room with strangers. They're drinking. You don't even know what type of time they on. He said, good thing I didn't hang out with some girl from my old job. Yeah, man, she wanted me to meet her son, bro. Nah, that's a dub, man. You not his dad. Why you mean another man's kid? That's a dub, man. That he likes to get bottle service and hit the club. Nah, bro. You was gonna have to chill with him. Dude, the dudes that be wanting to get bottle service, they lame as shit, bro. I done been in a bottle service, bro. You know what I mean? The girls come with the sparklers, then they had a sign up. You know what I'm saying? Then they walk in like cheerleaders, they put the bottles down, and you look like a rich guy for what, 30 seconds, and they leave. But you probably spend like 200, 300 on that. You know what I'm saying? So he said, suspect, I don't know, feel like a setup. Yeah, man, listen, anything you have that's like a second intuition, you gotta go with it, bro. By the time we ignore our gut feeling, your gut feeling telling you like, nah, don't go over there, don't go over there. What do you lose? Nothing. You lose chilling with one person. You know what I'm saying? You could get another better person. You in Cali, gang. That one person ain't the best thing out there. You get a whole another person that's way cooler without a son. And then I don't know why I wouldn't want to be cool with no other lady's son unless it's like, this dude live with her, but your son need to be cool with his dad. No disrespect. The only time I want to be cool with a lady's son is if he's a jet, bro. Like he's a little kid, bro. Because it's not like he gonna not look at it like me trying to be his dad. You might meet this dude, and he said she wanted us to make money. Feel me? Yeah, I get it though, man. But you don't really need her. Yo, tantrum dog, man. What's up, fully, man? He said that's God's voice for real. Nah, I'm just saying, bro. You don't really need her, man. Yeah, like you don't really need her, man. You already lit, bro. Put everything into you, man. I tell y'all a story how I had met this stripper. She was like I was like 26 at the time. She was like 30, 38. No, she like 35. She wasn't 38. She was 35. So when I met her, she had kids and shit. I was greasing her, and I remember one time I was like, "Yo, let me perform this song for you real quick." So I had performed one of my songs for her. She was like, "I like that. I like how you just serenaded me." You know what she told me? She was like, "You would be a good pimp. I could show you." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, you could be a good pimp. I've been with a pimp before." So I'm like, "Man, I ain't trying to be no pimp. What are you talking about, man?" You know? It's like you can make a lot of money like that. Like, nah, bro. You feel me? Sometimes when somebody trying to bring you into what they got going, it's like you gotta literally further analyze, like, cause all money ain't good money, bro. Number one, you know what I'm saying? Remember that all money is not good money, and in life you gotta really make a decision on what you're gonna like get behind as far as money being involved. But that is a BS life, bro. Anybody that's trying to get you in the BS life, they're gonna say we can make money together. Well, why together when you make money by yourself now? Think about that first. If I come to you and I say, yo, man, we can make money together, I gotta have a plan that's like better than you making money than yourself with it by yourself. Cause that's logical thinking. It's like, all right, I come, I say, yo, bro, we can make money together. Tell you what, I just met this dude. He has about 20 gold bars, bricks. He's gonna give us two bricks for 1,000. And you say, yo, gang, what? Gold bars, bricks? We on that. Because I just told you something that's so upper echelon compared to you making money by yourself. When somebody say, yo, gang, we could make money together. I don't like hearing that. Because, bro, I'm making money right now. You making money right now. So you got to have something upper echelon, or you trying to bring me into something you got going and you just find me as like the right piece. Yeah, like you find me as the right piece. Because if you making so much money, what you need me for? Come on. You get into it. If I come to you, what's my role? Because you getting all the money right now. What's my role? It's it clicked for real because I'm popping. So once you know that, you can find out the true intent. Because it's not about the money. You know what I mean? You already making money. The person that supposedly you talking to, if they got all the money, they making more money. So why do they need you? Then when you know that, then you can get down to the nitty gritty, man. Because I done had a lot of people like, yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, me and you, we can get money together, bro. Yeah, bro, that's cool and all, but I can get money now, and I'm used to getting money. That's why when I hear that, it's like, nah, what you want for real, man? Come clean, just be straight up. Cause saying we can get money together, that's like me telling a shorty like, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I can take care of you. And she's like, okay, well, I'm maintaining life right now, but what can you do? That's how it's gonna be, man. He said rich people are about their money, and if they do bad work, is their money or go down. Yeah, that's facts. Blast. But yeah, 310, man, you straight, bro. Just don't let nobody lure you into their little plan, because they feel like you can play a certain role without you getting a benefit. But that's how people gonna come. There's been a lot of people like, yo, what yes, man? We can make some money together, man. You and me, man. Yeah, I'm already getting money though, man. Not millions, but what's the collaboration? What's my role? And that's okay because that's communication. If you don't do that, man, I seen a scenario. It was a big basketball platform, right? They tell this dude they want to collab with him and do a tournament. So they agree to the terms, and they really gas bro up. They say they're gonna make a certain amount, tell him he's gonna get paid a certain amount. When all is said and done, after the event, everybody get their money but him. You know what I'm saying? And he was pissed about it because he's like, yo, bro, how come all the other persons got paid, but I was one of the biggest co-host to the event, and this man said I was going to guarantee get this. This man ducked him for 2 months before he paid him for his bread. So he realized that, dang, this guy knew I was popping. That's why he decided to collab with me, because it would help boost his ratings. After it boosted his ratings, he didn't even pay him, and he still hasn't paid him. She said, besides survival, some traveling and safety net, I don't have, so I don't care to have much money. Exactly. You know what I mean? But that's people's way of getting to you, bro. Getting to me, getting to everyone. It's money. You know what I mean? Some people think when they pull out money, your eyes gonna bust out the socket like, what can I do for you, sir? Anything. You know what I mean, I used to have an OG come in like that. He'd come in with like a meat roll. He'd be buying a Newport Hundreds. It was like $14, $13. He'd pull out a meat roll just to grab a 20. You know why he was doing this? Because he had a Masonic chain on. He was trying to get me with the money. He thought the money was gonna make a young boy be like, man, OG put me on, man. When I peeped the chain, I'm like, oh, he think the money gonna do it. Bro, you could bring briefcases of millions. It's not gonna make me look at you any different because you got money, man. You still regular. We still put you in the dirt. You know what I mean? You still have a burial, a funeral, like, you know what I'm saying? The faith in humanity. Flash the money. Yo. See, so you said like people thinking they more better than poor people and they start at the bottom. Nah, that's how it is. The money go to their head, man. So anytime a person trying to get you, they say, hey man, I got an opportunity for you to make more money. Me and you can make more money. We can work together, make more money. Use money. What else they gonna use? They not gonna give you a car unless they like a salesman. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, I got the Yukon Denali for you, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? He said, okay, in person, what do you think? I did. Now you just gotta be able to read it, Blas. I'm not sure what you did, but just read who you dealing with. Anybody that leaves with money, they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get you to be a part of something they got going. He said, okay, in person. Yeah, but it's all good though, bro. It's like, I'm not saying don't collab, but know why you collabing. Know why that person want to collab with you. That way they don't feel like, oh, I finesse this guy. He gonna do whatever I say. That's what happened to the big basketball player. I'm not gonna hold you. He said, nah, I just want to be happy and get my family right. You gonna do it, bro, Scout. Believe me. Fully 310 the city, man. He said, okay, you see me prison. What did I did? He said they can be a tough guy for real, for real. Yeah, let the tough guys live, man. Let them crash out, go on missions, do drills. You's a family man, gang. You gotta stay locked in with your family. You gotta take care of your kid, whoever, your dad, your mom, and you gotta be the one that breaks the generational curse for your family. So that being said to you, gang, you don't have no time to worry about being tough, being a gangster. All that shit is in 2010. That was prime time for it. Right now is getting money and staying out the way and surviving. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that's gonna make your life better. Being a gangster, shooting girls, you gonna be locked up, bro. And if you get locked up, ain't no telling what they doing in there right now. So stay free. You know, it's a lot. When you locked up, nobody can check up on you unless something happens to you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody for real. So if something happened to you, if you locked up, you on your own. He said, on me. God is good and no more games. Salute, gang. Salute, bro. Just lock in, man. I appreciate all of y'all genuinely, bro. 310 the city. I'm resend that link to you, brother. No worries, man. Shout out to Stephanie Nicole Foley. Shout out to Brock, man. Mr. McNair, man. Officially a new member of the Patreon today. Foley. Also back to Miss Nicole, man. AO3. 310 the City, man. If you haven't subbed up to Miss Nicole's channel, bro, support her, man. She got ASMRs coming soon. I'm sure she would love to have you be a part of that team. Shout out to I Am the T, yo. Fully! Shout out to I Am the T, man. Also, back to Miss Nicole. She is one of the primetime Patreon members, tier holders, man. Miss Nicole, I appreciate you. Thank you for all your support. It means a lot, man. Last but not least, man, Fully! Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple, man. YouTube mentor, man. Somebody that supports your boy, wants your boy to win. I appreciate all of that, man. Thank you for being one of the primetime Patreon members, man. I love all of y'all. Now, I apologize. I did start the live late. I would love to stay on with y'all all night, but I ain't gonna lie. I stayed at the screen, got my eyes on Frizzy. Hey, I mean on Frizzy. Nah, I love y'all, man. I'm gonna definitely try to crank a day live tomorrow, as well as a night live. I shouldn't be late tomorrow. That way I can spend more time on the live with y'all, man. But anybody that's new to the channel that subbed up, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Check out the link in my bio. Go to the Patreon. You can pay as a member or be a free member. But once you do, please send me an email. You know what I'm saying? Please. Say I'll get the tissues. I love all of y'all, man. And live is busting right now. They don't want me to leave, man. YouTube don't want me to leave tonight, man. They say, yo, YS, man, we'll give you one live. This one live will crank all the hours for you. That's it. Nah, for real, though. I don't want to leave, but I got to go right now. But I love y'all, man. Linky Marquez. He said, I just got here, Mr. Marquez. I'm sorry the live just kind of toward the end, man, but the real ones. Yeah, man, y'all gonna have to watch this jump back, man. Some good jibs drop tonight, man. Foley. I love y'all though, man. Appreciate y'all for joining. I know you joined late. I'm sorry I gotta end it, man. The phone is on 4%, you know. But we used up all the juice for the live, man. 142. Shout out to everybody that joined late, man. Shout out to that boy Blige, man. Y'all go show love to that boy Blige Payton, man. You know what I mean? And Stephanie Nicole, man. All right. But like that, I'm out.